Plovers are a small coastal bird that inhabits the beaches in our areas every spring and summer. They are currently on the endangered species list and have federally mandated protections in place that residents and towns abide by closing areas of beaches for certain nesting time frames. PCN met up with local officials to learn more about this bird, its habitats, and the importance of protecting them.
There are 53 species of shorebirds that live in North America, and there's some number of them that nest on beaches. And piping plovers happen to be one of those species that nest right on beaches.
So each season, the piping plovers in Massachusetts come back, arriving on our beaches in early to mid-April, starting their nests. And it can be difficult because all of a sudden all the beachgoers who are looking forward to the summer season see the signs, see the fencing up, and you'll have areas of the beaches that are closed off to them.
Shorebirds in general, including those that nest just on the beach, have many threats to their survival. So there are pressures on these birds to survive and exist. They are an endangered species protected by federal law under the Endangered Species Act.
So piping plovers were placed on the federal endangered species list in the mid-1980s because their population was really declining, and there was a scientific research had indicated that they really were not going to survive without some human intervention.
Lots of birds get fed in the nest, but these guys need a lot of habitat, beach habitat to run around on. And they can't nest anywhere below where the tide would be coming into. So they're on the upper beaches. The dry sand beaches is where they actually lay their eggs. Each beach has some little bit of habitat on it that the birds can actually use. So it's a pretty finite resource for them. They nest, they breed, they raise their chicks right on the sand.
Each summer, the biologists that Mass Audubon works with and hires are working with the local landowners, towns, and local beach associations to collect the data. That data then is sent to landowners who have certain federal regulations that they need to follow as far as how far the fencing is out, what's signed, when beach closures might be necessary. And landowners then take the data that we provide and make a decision based on federal regulations and state regulations about what action they need to take to safeguard these birds. The fencing that you see on the beaches is protecting their nesting habitat as well as the areas where they forage or where they look for food, which is usually along the high tide line and down along the mud flats.
The birds don't have other places to go. They live only on the beach, and they nest and raise their chicks only in sandy areas, and so there's limited habitat, and then you add the pressures of growing human population and the pressures of increasing ground predators, and maintaining the species is quite a challenge.